more than doing anything, he leads by example. You want to be involved in an effort when Jim O'Connor's involved.
My father loves this city. It has been the place where he's raised his family, he's made his career, and he's contributed extraordinarily generously to the civic institutions. Our entire family is extraordinarily proud of my father and my mother for all that they have done.
I was raised on the southwest side in a parish called Little Flower. My mom was a homemaker. She was involved at Larrabee, the sanitarium for children. My dad was a lawyer, probably worked 80 to 100 hours a week, it seemed.
You know, it's too bad. I never met Jim O'Connor's parents, but I've always wondered what they must have been like, because Jim is such a dynamic person, a person of great faith and hope. He has so many wonderful qualities of leadership. I'm sure those were instilled in him by his parents.
My mom was very interested that I go on to high school, a Catholic high school. I had the Jesuits for 11 years, and had I been there for 2 more years, I think I could have worn the collar the other way. I had been talked to when I was at Harvard by the people at Commonwealth Edison, and they extended an offer to have me join them.
Jim was CEO of one of the largest Chicago-based companies, Commonwealth Edison, and as such, he was a prominent business leader, whether it was the economic club, dealing with the mayor, or dealing with state government.
He was head of the Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce, and it was about to go out of business. Actually, it was on its last legs. And Jim stepped in, took leadership, ignited the agenda of the community, and resuscitated the organization, and it's now thriving decades later.
Jimmy's worked tirelessly on behalf of the city and in so many different organizations, and he shows such great passion to education.
You can hear it when you talk to him. You can see it on his face. He's concerned about the schools. He's concerned about their health and their vitality.
We are co-chairman of Big Shoulders. That means he does 90% of the work and I get half the credit, and that's actually true. Jim was one of the original founders of Big Shoulders in 1996.
And our first goal at that time was $10 million. We thought that would be an ambitious way to get started. We could patch some roofs, we could change out some windows, we could provide a limited amount of scholarship assistance and what have you. Since then, we've added some of the finest people in the metropolitan Chicago area to the effort, and as of the end of this year, we will have raised over $200 million.
Chicago is the only major city that has experienced an enrollment increase in Catholic schools this year. And a lot of that is Jim O'Connor.
I don't think there's anybody who has raised more funds for the Archdiocese of Chicago than Jim O'Connor.
So we've got over 20,000 children in these schools today, and that's a lot of kids who are being given a chance to succeed in life, and that's what we're all about.
Here at Loyola University Health System, we say we treat the human spirit. It strikes me that Big Shoulders, under Jim O'Connor's leadership, does something very similar with inner city kids. Not only provides the education for the kids, but it reaches out to the whole child, to the family, reaches out to the spiritual needs.
Well, Jim and Ellen have been friends of Loyola for a long, long time. She and Jim together, I think, have served this community in countless numbers of ways.
He is a mentor to many. I am one of the people that have been able to learn from his example.
I think there are many lives that are richer because of Jim O'Connor, I being one of them. We spent an enormous amount of time doing things for other people.
The Sword is a wonderful tribute to Jim as well as to Ellen, his wonderful wife, who is at his side and who helps him through all of the different efforts that he's been involved in.
There couldn't be a more deserving person to be honored, in my view. He's a terrific human being. My dog is a little smarter than his dog, but that's going to happen.